I now recognize myself for an opening statement. Today, the Subcommittee on Energy and Minerals Resources will host an oversight hearing to examine the future of the offshore oil and gas leasing program. I'd like to begin by thanking our witnesses for being here to discuss the future of the offshore oil and gas leasing program. Representing the Iron Range of Northeast Minnesota, I feel strongly that we must safeguard American jobs and economic growth through responsible development of our natural resources, whether it be the taconite and critical minerals in the district I represent or oil and gas on the outer continental shelf. The actions taken by the Biden administration with regard to the offshore leasing program have hindered responsible development and made us more dependent on OPEC and adversarial nations for the energy resources our nation requires. The Biden administration has not allowed more than a year to pass without finalizing an offshore 5-year leasing program and has refused to begin the planning process for lease sales in 2024. By ignoring federal law for the first time in history, this administration has threatened economic prosperity and energy security. Such actions have forced businesses to invest elsewhere and led to increased oil prices and risks for producers, which adversely affect American consumers. The Biden administration is taking unprecedented inaction, as we will discuss today, if the Department of the Interior does not take the necessary steps now to begin the NEPA process and begin to initiate an offshore oil and gas lease sale in 2024, the United States will fail to hold an offshore lease sale involving the Gulf of Mexico for the first time in over 60 years. This will have an incredible implications for our nation for years to come. While the global oil market thrives, it is disheartening to witness the absence of investment opportunities here in the United States. Investments seem to flow to distant shores, benefiting countries like Guyana, Brazil, Venezuela, Russia, and OPEC nations, while our own rich reserves are neglected, along with our workers. I am not from a coastal state. However, I understand the importance of certainty in the offshore oil and gas industry. Inland states and their citizens have played crucial roles in shaping America's energy landscape, and they continue to contribute to and benefit from offshore oil and gas development.
Good afternoon, friends. I have major news to share with you today. President Biden's food stamp expansion may have led to an increase in grocery prices across the nation. But several congressional lawmakers are demanding that extra relief be approved for all SNAP beneficiaries. This push could lead to a boost in monthly benefits, so please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, tomorrow, I will be announcing several winners of the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dearest friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. A new study revealed that the Biden administration's massive expansion of food stamp benefits is linked to at least a 15% rise in grocery prices. President Biden's Department of Agriculture rolled out the revised nutritional standards for federal food benefits in 2021 that expanded the program by about 25% from pre-crisis levels. Overall spending on the SNAP program more than doubled between 2019 and 2022. According to the Foundation for Government Accountability, that amount went from $4.5 billion in 2019 to $11 billion in 2022. The group has argued that the increased spending on food stamps has helped fuel the price hikes that everyday Americans have contended with during a time of high inflation. Jonathan Ingram, the Vice President of Policy and Research at the Foundation for Government Accountability, has stated, "Data shows the Biden administration's overreach led to a massive spike in grocery prices. They're feeding inflation, not stopping hunger." So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on this? Please let me know in the comment section below. So the study cited research from the World Bank that found food prices increased by 1% for every 12.5% increase in food stamp spending. The Foundation for Government Accountability also estimated that Congress could claw back more than $193 billion in taxpayer funds if lawmakers repealed Biden's food stamp expansion. Food prices, on average, are expected to increase 5.8% over 2023. It is a slower pace compared to 2022, but still higher than historical average rates. Food stamp spending is likely to take center stage in Congress's expected upcoming battle over reauthorizing the Farm Bill, which sets a range of spending from food benefits for urban populations to rural broadband. Republican lawmakers pushed through expanded food stamp work requirements as a condition for raising the debt ceiling, but the most hardline conservative members were disappointed to see the requirements watered down in the final bipartisan compromise. Advocates for bolstering food stamps now worry conservatives who will use the upcoming farm debate as another opportunity to cut off nutrition assistance for those who fail to get a job. Hundreds of thousands of Americans already could lose their benefits in October because of the work requirements, which will be back in effect after they were suspended during the crisis. The Farm Bill authorizes crop subsidies, conservation programs, and food assistance, typically in 5-year increments. The 2018 version that authorized hundreds of billions of dollars in spending is set to expire on September 30th, 2023, although Congress could hit its legislative snooze button and push the debate later into fall. The program represents most of the Farm Bill's costs. The current House Republican conference includes newly empowered conservative members who could derail the bill over the issue. Able-bodied adults without dependent children are generally required to work 80 hours a month. Those who fail to comply are limited to just 3 months of SNAP benefits in a 3-year period. In exchange for raising the age cutoff, Democrats want exemptions for veterans, people who are homeless, and young people who have aged out of foster care. The exemptions will probably translate into more people being eligible for benefits and lead the federal government to spend more on the program. Some of the most hardline House conservatives cited the analysis as one of the many reasons they voted against it. Representative Self said of the original House Republican proposal, "In the compromise version, we have temporary work requirements, but we have added permanent new exceptions." Representative Chip Roy noted that the CBO's estimate that the net effect of the SNAP changes would cost American taxpayers an additional $2 billion over a decade. Chip Roy has suggested separating SNAP from crop subsidies and other parts of the Farm Bill. It is an approach that would shatter a long-standing alliance between rural and urban blocs in Congress. Advocates say Congress should make food aid more generous and easier to access, which means allowing online and mobile purchases of hot meals and prepared foods, which are essentially important for the homeless and seniors who are struggling with cooking. Well, my beautiful and my most greatest friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this afternoon. Thank you so much, friends, for joining me here and for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be announcing several winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. My dear friends, if you would like to enter the giveaway, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dearest friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.